Yo, you action figure enthusiasts out there, JC here with another TNINews video. And we've got a lot to cover, including some new Star Wars reveals and Silverhawks from Super 7. So let's jump into it. Let's start off with the Silverhawks news from Super 7. So just today, they revealed the first wave of Ultimate 7-inch scale figures. And with this wave, we are going to be seeing Quicksilver, also Steelheart, Buzzsaw, and Monstar. So that will be the 4 figures released in the first wave, and these are slated to go up for pre-order tomorrow on Super 7's website. Now, I should note that the Monstar figure is a deluxe type figure. It's supersized, standing at 11 inches tall, and that one is going to be more expensive. It's going to cost $85. The other figures, the other 3 figures, will be $55 each, and these are all due out in spring of 2022. So you can see with these images, it's just kind of like early concept, basically, but it gives you an idea of what they are going to actually look like. And, you know, definitely if you're a Silverhawks fan, you probably are going to want to check these out. Now, I know a lot of people were hoping that the Quicksilver figure was going to have chrome. And honestly, you know, I can't say for sure, but I really would not be surprised if we don't end up getting a variant version of Quicksilver with chrome at some point down the road. But we'll have to wait and see. And while these are said to be going up on Super 7's website, I'm sure places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, will also be carrying these. So you might want to check them out as well. In other Super 7 news, they announced that on July 15th, they're going to be doing something with G.I. Joe. They didn't specifically say what. They just put this teaser out. Quite possibly it's going to be the official announcement for their G.I. Joe reaction figures that I told you were coming last week. We'd seen listings pop up in the Target system for those. Now, I won't say it's impossible that they could also maybe announce that they're going to do Ultimates G.I. Joe figures, 7-inch G.I. Joe figures. I've not seen anything that would suggest that's actually happening, but being that they are doing Ultimates for both Power Rangers and Transformers, other Hasbro properties, I would certainly see it as possible that they might do G.I. Joe as well. They also this week showed off this image showing their Megazoid Red variant version, which is going to first be offered this weekend at the Wonder Festival in Shanghai. And then they say it will also be done as some type of summer exclusive, with more details coming on that at a later point. Hasbro is going to be reissuing those Plasma Series 6-inch Ghostbuster figures, the original Ghostbuster team members, and this time they will have a glow-in-the-dark feature. Each figure will also include a streamer for their Proton pack. I believe only one figure in the original wave came with a streamer. So, but these are available for pre-order now at places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store. They are a little bit more expensive than the original figures. They're going to cost you about $25 each as opposed to $20. But again, they will glow in the dark. NECA yesterday released a teaser for their Gremlins line, so I'm not entirely sure if this is a teaser for a certain accessory that's coming with one of their figures, or if it's actually going to be a brand new figure that they are teasing here. So you can see here it is the ski mask, you know, over the Gremlin's face, which I believe was a sock in the movie. I think you saw him in the movie theater scene. And, you know, he's been labeled as the masked robber or bandit gremlin. So I don't know if NECA is going to do their own, you know, separate figure for this character, or just include it as an accessory that you can use with one of the other gremlin figures. But they put that out yesterday, and hopefully more details will be coming soon. For you McFarlane toy fans, I've got some news to share with you on the DC Multiverse front. So first of all, I have a new listing to share with you. This popped up in the Target system. It is simply listed as a Mega Bane figure, 7-inch scale Mega Bane figure, which is going to cost $39.99. You can see there is a DPCI number assigned in the Target system. No release date, no idea if this will be some type of completely new figure or just a variation of the previous Build-A-Figure Bane that they did, which is kind of my suspicion that it'll just be some type of repaint variant or such. But, you know, if you didn't want to get the whole wave and you wanted that Bane figure, then, you know, you might have another opportunity here. But again, I don't have any specific details other than it's listed as a mega figure, which essentially is their word for deluxe figure, and the cost is going to be $39.99. This week, we also got new official images for that DC Multiverse unmasked Red Hood figure. I've talked about this figure, and we've seen some initial images for this figure before, but we now have the official images. Now, being it's part of the gold label, that means it should be a Walmart exclusive here in the United States. No word yet from McFarlane on when it's going to be made available, though I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't go up. You know, Walmart is going to be having a Collector Con event next month, which we actually have a date on now, which should be July 22nd through the 25th. So that's when I kind of suspect that we're going to see that San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Snyder Cut Armored Darkseid figure. You know, again, not confirmed, but I have suspicions it's going to be released at Walmart and probably during this Collector Con event. And then, you know, so that and possibly this gold label figure could be going up there as well. Now, another figure that we got new images for, I've talked about before, but these are our first images of, is the Azrael White Templar gold label figure. So this is another one that will probably go up during the Collector Con event. It is a repaint of the previous Azrael that they did, only in white, which actually doesn't look too bad here. So again, this is a gold label figure, so it does mean here in the United States that it's going to be a Walmart exclusive. So one other figure that we have official images of now is DC Multiverse Dark Knight's Metal Batman, Battle Damage Batman, that is. So it's essentially the same figure we got before, only now it's got some scratch marks on his chest, his arm, leg, and he's got a little blood coming out of his mouth as well. So that is a Target exclusive figure that is available for pre-order on the Target website now, and that will be out in August. One other thing to note here is on the back of the packaging, we can see there appears to be a single packed Hal Jordan Green Lantern figure, which would indicate, you know, that 2-pack version that I've talked about before will be getting a single release, as I suspected. Now, speaking of the 2-pack version, we actually just today got official images for that set. We had seen some initial images the other week, but now we have full-on images. The set has actually gone up for pre-order on Amazon's website as I am recording this now, so we'll put a link to that in the video description below. However, I don't believe this is an Amazon exclusive. I believe it will be eventually available everywhere. It's even possible that Amazon jumped the gun a little bit. But again, we've got the new official images for that. And then as indicated on the packaging for the Batman figure, it looks like Hal Jordan will be getting a single release. And it's not yet known if it will be the exact same figure with the same accessories minus the diorama base, or whether there'll be some differences between the two figures. We had seen when they did the Red Hood figure as a 2-pack and then re-released it as a regular release, it was seemingly the exact same figure. So I have a feeling that that's probably what's going to happen here with Hal Jordan. And then one other quick thing from McFarlane. So also found in the Target system was that retro 66 Batman TV series Batmobile. It does not look like it's going to be an exclusive. I think it will be available everywhere. But what this listing shows us is the actual price here in the United States, which is listed at $29.99. And that's pretty much in keeping with the overseas prices that we had seen previously for this line. So the Batcave playset had the exact same overseas price as the Batmobile. So if that holds true, we can expect that to also cost only $30, which seems like a pretty good price. And then the figures, I think, are going to cost around $20 each. But like I said, we definitely know the Batmobile here in the US is going to be $29.99. Now switching over to Marvel, so we got another surprise Marvel Legend reveal since Monday. Yesterday, via MCU Collector, we got a reveal for another Walmart exclusive, and this will definitely be released during the Walmart Collector Con next month, which again will be July 25th or 22nd through the 25th. So with this exclusive, it is Compound Hulk, and it is reusing that same Red Hulk mold, only now you get half in green and half in red. This is from a storyline, so I don't know, I've seen mixed reactions on this one, but you know, for me, this is a perfect exclusive, something that, you know, some, you know, diehard fans might want, but not something that if you missed out would be, you know, a glaring hole in your collection. So But like I said, this is expected to go up for pre-order on the Walmart website during their CollectorCon event, which will be taking place between July 22nd and July 25th. Okay, and then finally for the day, I've got new Star Wars news to share with you. Hasbro held their live stream event this morning. So we got some new reveals for both Black Series and Vintage Collection. So let me just go down the line as they announced it. So first of all, we are going to be getting a Hoth Rebel soldier is joining the Vintage Collection line. So that is going up for pre-order tomorrow. Most of the stuff that's going to be immediately available will be going up tomorrow for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that starts off with the Vintage Collection Hoth Rebel Soldier. Also, that fan vote winner, the Republic Trooper, is going up for pre-order tomorrow, and that will be available exclusively on Hasbro Pulse and the Shop Disney website. For the Archive Black Series line, they announced the last wave for 2021, which is going to include Princess Leia Organa from A New Hope. And these are on the Archive card backs with the new updated face deco. So the main difference here is they've improved the face a bit more on that figure from its original release. We are also in the Archive line getting Revenge of the Sith Obi-Wan Kenobi, a 501st Clone Trooper, and Darth Revan. So those are those make up the last wave of the Archive line, and again, those will be going up for pre-order tomorrow at most places that carry the figures at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Other Black Series reveals today included new Rogue One figures. Now, most of these are actually just reissues of the previous ones with paint deco, photoreal technology and all that. They are new packaging as well. But the one new figure that they are releasing for Rogue One that we had not gotten before is Bodhi Rook. I told you about this was coming several months ago, so it's now been confirmed by Hasbro, and we've got the official images. He's got the backpack, which is removable, has that, the wire that he strung for the communications at the end of the movie, which is actually a working feature on the figure. And definitely overall looks pretty good to the actor's likeness. Now, as I said, the other figures are re-releases with updated, face deco and all that. So we're getting essentially all the figures that they released previously for Rogue One, Jyn Erso, Cassian Andor, K2SO, Baze, and Hera. And K2SO also has some slight modifications from the original figure that was released. Now, all those figures will be going up for pre-order pretty much everywhere, including places like our sponsor, Big Bad Toy Store, again at 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Now, two other figures that are coming to the Black Series from Rogue One will be released as Target Store exclusives. So, Captain Antok Merrick is getting the 6-inch treatment. They're also doing a Vintage Collection version with his X-Wing. But for 6-inch, he is getting the figure treatment. And then also, so is Jyn Erso's father, Glenn Erso, and both of those, as I said, will be released as Target Store exclusives. And I believe those will be going up for pre-order tomorrow as well. For Vintage Collection, they announced a couple new figures. So we are getting from the Mandalorian series, Bo-Katan, and she will have two different head sculpts, one without the helmet and one with the helmet. We will also be getting Mythrol from the first episode. You will also have accessories from the Season 2 episode. And then Krill is getting the Vintage Collection treatment as well. So all of those will be available everywhere. And again, will be going up for pre-order at 1 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. Now, beyond that, they also gave us some new pipeline reveals, which just means they are confirming the figures are coming, but they don't have any images or such. So for Black Series, they have confirmed that we're going to be getting a Jedha Patrol Trooper, a Return of the Jedi Bib Fortuna, Mayfield from the Mandalorian series, specifically from Season 2 in his Trooper disguise outfit. Then also from the Mandalorian, we are getting the Fennec figure, and again, based on her appearance in the Mandalorian, not the Bad Batch. And then finally, the final two figures they announced are coming are Nomad Boba Fett. So not in his armor, but before he got his armor, wearing the black cloak and everything. That version is getting a figure, and then I'm sure we will get obviously the other versions of Boba Fett. But before we get him, they're going to be giving us Cobb Vanth in the Boba Fett armor. When he was the sheriff in that small little town. So he is also getting the treatment, and again, don't know when these figures will be released, possibly even next year, and I would assume we'll get images probably within the next few months. Now for Vintage Collection, Pipeline Vintage Collection figures, they announced that there's going to be a Return of the Jedi Bib Fortuna. So Bib is getting both the Black Series treatment and the Vintage Collection treatment. Also Lobot from Empire Strikes Back. And then the final item isn't actually an action figure, but a playset. They're going to be doing the Navarro Katina playset from the first episode of The Mandalorian, or first season of The Mandalorian. So I'm not sure how detailed that's going to be. Whenever I hear Cantina playsets, I always have flashbacks to the original Kenner one with the doors that were held together with the rubber band. But hopefully more details on that will be coming soon. Now, the final thing that they announced, they are doing another Star Wars Haslab project this year. So we're not only getting another Marvel one, which will likely be Galactus, but looks like we're getting a Star Wars one. Now, for the first time, the Star Wars one is going to be for the Black Series, not the Vintage Collection. However, it's not going to be a vehicle. They specifically said it's not going to be a vehicle. No other details really at this time. It should be going up either at the end of the summer or early fall. So that's probably when we'll get the specific details as well. So I really have no idea. You know, it could be a prop replica. It could be a creature. It could be a vehicle, or not a vehicle, but it could be a playset, I guess. If it's not a vehicle, it could still technically be a playset, though I don't know what kind of playset they would do for 6-inch Black Series. So probably more likely there's some type of replica item or creature or beast. I've seen a lot of people suggesting a Rancor, but we'll just have to wait and see. And again, that is going to be the next Haslab project in 2021 for Star Wars. And like they did last time, we're getting both a Star Wars one and a Marvel one. Okay, so that's it for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts on everything we talked about. Now remember, there is a Power Rangers live stream coming from Hasbro this coming Friday, so I probably will be bringing you another news video then. But as always, guys, stay safe out there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Hey, thanks for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification to be alerted every time I upload a new video. And be sure to head over to the Toy News International and Marvelous News message boards communities. It's a great place to talk toys and win cool contests like $100 store credits to Big Bad Toy Store. And remember, action figures are great.